Okay, today I'm going to start a demonstration that takes a few days for it to work, but I think it'll be worth it. Maybe you've seen it before, maybe you haven't, but as with anything we do, if it's science, even if it has food in it, you don't want to eat it while you're doing it, even if you get it from the kitchen, because you're doing a science experiment, so make sure you're acting like a scientist. We've got regular water, got some salt, I've got vinegar, and then I've got 3 eggs. It's important to know that these eggs are not hard-boiled. If you hard-boil them or you cook them in any way, they won't work. So you definitely want to be careful when you do this, because if you drop it, your experiment is over. You're doing an experiment in gravity then. That's a whole different experiment. So definitely talk to your parents and don't do this by yourself. And don't take eggs without asking, because that's not cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to see what happens in a couple of days when we do different things to them. So in 1 cup, we're going to fill it with vinegar. The other cup, we're going to fill it with just regular water. And in the other cup, we're going to fill it with the same amount of water, but with salt. So I'm actually going to put the eggs in first, because that'll make it a little bit easier. So vinegar has a lovely vinegar smell, and I remember when we did the volcanoes, some of us really like the vinegar smell and some of us don't. At my house, I'm going to have to take this stuff to another room, because there's no way my family will be okay with smelling vinegar. Close that one. This one has water. This one's going to have the same amount of water, and then some salt. Just for good measure, the salt sinks to the bottom, but I'm going to stir it just to get it in there and dissolve it a little bit. So what we'll do is I will take some pictures every day for the next 3 days so you can see what's happening, and you can start making predictions in the discussion to see what you think will happen to them. Spoiler alert, if you've done this before, don't spoil it for everybody else. Also, spoiler alert, stay away from Google. If you haven't done it before, then don't Google it and see what happens. Alright, so I will check back with you in a few days and we will see if your predictions were correct. Hi guys, it's me. So this morning I recorded a really cool part 2 to our naked egg experiment, but apparently I didn't have the camera working correctly, so I don't have it anymore. So I can't show you when I pulled out the eggs because I don't want to waste all the stuff again, but I took a lot of pictures when I did it and I'll show you those, but also I can show you what happened because I still have the eggs. So what we had was 1 egg that was in water, 1 egg that was in salt water, and 1 egg that was in vinegar. And none of the eggs were hard-boiled. They came straight from the refrigerator, so don't cook them or you'll get a totally different result. Although that might be interesting to see. That's not what we did here. So I wanted to show you that I pulled out the egg from the regular water and noticed that it looked pretty much the same. So then I showed you that it was the same by splatting it down, which I don't want to show you again because most of the yolk is gone at this point. So that just sort of splattered down. And then the one with the salt water, the egg also still appeared mostly the same. And when I dropped it, same thing. You can see it's not good stuff in there. Then when you look at the egg that was in the vinegar, and remember this sat for about 3 days, when you look at the egg that was in the vinegar, it looks totally different. It's super cool. So if I show you, it's really gross. If I show you the difference in size, the egg that sat in the vinegar even looks bigger than the egg that came from the water or the salt water. So if you look, and I'll show you the pictures too, if you look, it's now like really rubbery. You can like, I wouldn't want to spot it from very far because gravity might do its job in the end, but you could bounce it on the table if you wanted to. You might want to try this outside or with parents who don't mind cleaning up egg mess just in case. But it's really cool. It's rubbery, and you can see, I don't know if you can see that, you can see the yolk still inside there, and that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. That splatter is not this egg, it's from the egg from earlier. Like I said, it's sort of a mess. Let me tell you what happened. It was another chemical reaction. So what we had was acid in the vinegar combined with the calcium carbonate in the eggshell. Those things reacted together to create, calcium acetate plus the water and carbon dioxide. So that's what the solution was that it was sitting in. And in fact, you can see from the photos that it got really foamy. And so that's what happened. And that this is the new chemical that was in the cup. And this new chemical is what dissolved the eggshell entirely. So I will put the pictures in this video as well. Sorry, it's not as cool as it would have been, but you know me. Still going to post it because even scientists make mistakes.